joined now by the head coach of the Cougs, David Riley. And Coach, in this one, there was some ups, some downs in the team, despite, as we heard in that clip, down by as many as 18, had St. Mary's back on their heels in the second half. There's a lot to unpack from this game. Where does your mind go to first as you reflect back on this?
To win these games, you got to make sure that you've learned all the lessons that you've gone throughout the year, or for most teams, just throughout many years, to go win a big game like this. And we talked a lot early in the season about making sure our coverages were on point. We were not on the same page. We weren't communicating well. I thought we did for the most part. Did a good job of that, these guys. But the second part of the season was like, okay, we can execute our coverages, but we got to do it with the right kind of energy and force. And that was the issue right there. I think we were overthinking a little bit with our post coverages, and we were giving up a lot of open threes. And when you close out with the understanding that anyone is a Division I player that can make shots, that's when the guys miss. And I think we were a little bit slow and lackadaisical in our closeouts. Got them some comfortable threes, and it's tough to beat St. Mary's when they make 14 threes, and we just got to do a better job of playing with the right kind of energy and also playing with the right kind of communication.
Well, I thought your defense in the second half was very, very much on their case, because they are a disciplined team. But
man, they are.
Mikey Lewis, you leave open because he's 1 for 10, and he makes you pay. In the first half, it was Joshua Dent. So I understand what you're saying about communication there.
Yeah, and you know what? I thought our guys did a great job in the second half of buckling down and putting bodies on bodies and making them shoot contested shots. And they're going to hit some like Morauskas is a hell of a player, and he hit some tough fadeaways and all that. We can live with those as long as we're making them earn them. But that first three Mikey Lewis got in rhythm, and then we gave him some at the line, and it's just a couple of mistakes here and there that were very controllable. And that's how you got to go win these games. And the reality is we're done taking the moral victories. We're done learning these lessons. We got to go apply the lessons.
Ace Glass with a team-high 24 points, but the individual who jumps out to me on the stat sheet is Jerome Morton. He almost had a double-double, 9 points, 9 assists. You've been heaping praise on him. You said you've asked a lot of him on offense and defense, and saying kind of that turning point is when he came back from the Christmas break. How was he able today to nearly have a double-double and getting double figures when it comes to assists?
He's just doing a great job playing with pace and making simple reads now. That's the guy we saw fall. It's I felt like a crazy person talking to you guys early in the season when I would be like Jerome and EY and all these guys can do these things, I'm telling you. And now you guys are finally starting to see it. And really proud of Jerome for not only being a great momentum starter defensively for us and being the head of the snake there, but now really playing well offensively and getting guys shots and getting to the paint a lot easier.
Well, what do you take from this game going into Thursdays? I know Thursdays a good bit away from us, but I meant there was a moral victory today in this, and I understand that coaches don't like to talk about those anymore, but you got a tough one coming up on Thursday against the neighbors next door to you.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a hell of a league. It's a blessing to be able to play in this conference. Sometimes it doesn't feel that way when you look up and you got to play St. Mary's and Gonzaga back-to-back. And I think there's a lot of lessons, like you got to hold a team like St. Mary's to lower offensive rebounding. I think we did a decent job with that. They had some big ones down the stretch, but there's a lot of lessons with the physicality that we got to take into that Gonzaga game, and then we got to take these dang controllable errors out. And yes, I think we're going to learn that we got to play with the right energy, but man, fouling three-point shooters and leaving guys open down the stretch like that, and in the first half giving guys open looks to gain rhythm, can't happen. And I'm proud of this team for getting better, but the most dangerous thing you can have is a team that feels okay after a loss. And I think that there's a lot of guys in there that feel like they have some what ifs, and we got to make sure that we don't have that feeling on Thursday night.
Well, we will talk to you next for the Coaches Show Monday night at the Lumberyard in downtown Pullman from 6 to 7. Looking forward to that. And, of course, the next game Thursday night, 7 o'clock tip-off. Gonzaga makes their way to Beasley Coliseum. Coach, appreciate the time as always. Thank you.
Go Cougs.